Hello, my name is Alex Ellul, and I am a 2011 Milan High School graduate. Currently, I am the Director of Choral Music at Weberville Community Schools, just about 30 minutes east of the city of Lansing. Like all of you listening, our worlds got turned upside down. With this pandemic that is going on currently, this is something that none of us could have seen coming. We were all going about our lives, and then one day we wake up and say that some of these things are no more, or that we can't do them without social distancing, using a protective covering, or joining in on e-learning for many of you as students. I don't think that there is enough of people saying thank you to the students who are participating to the e-learning activities. So before I get started, I want to say thank you, students, for working so hard and preparing your materials during this unprecedented time. We as teachers appreciate that so much. Of course, we want to be together teaching you in person. There were so many things in the choral music world that Mrs. Powell and myself were getting ready with our own students. Choral festival, state competitions, solo and ensemble, musicals, sports, and many more. There are things that I shared with my students to help them get through this and maybe write down some things. It is okay to be feeling sad or angry or upset, worried. These are all normal feelings. Some of the things that I suggested to my choral music students is a music quarantine time capsule. I sure hope that during this time you are listening to music. Hopefully, even you as choral students are listening to some choir music or working on the music that you were learning with Mrs. Powell. Sometimes we like to listen to other things on the radio, on our mobile devices, or on a platform such as Pandora. What kinds of music is playing in your household? Have you tried learning a new instrument? Have you tried listening to a new genre? Other things that I ask my students to write down is your name, grade, and music teacher. Then share some things that are going on at home over the past few months. Maybe you've learned something new or you've taken on a new hobby. When you feel like you have added enough details or things that you wanted to, seal it up and put it away somewhere. Hopefully, down the road, maybe 5, 10, 15 or more years, you can pull that letter or other thing out and say, yeah, my family got through this. We got through this together by listening to music and doing the activities that you listed. We might not want to remember, but I really feel like it's going to be something a part of our history going forward and how we're going to live our lives on a daily basis. Music can transform lives. I think all of us know that exactly. There are several pieces in my heart that Mrs. Powell shared with me when I was in middle school and high school choir that I constantly sing, and as a music teacher myself, I have introduced them to my own choirs. Another activity that I have asked my students to do is to create a music playlist. What I have asked them to do is share a number one song that they go to when they are feeling scared, excited, happy, upset, angry, and any other emotion they want to share. That number one song, hopefully that's what you're going to when you feel like that. I've also asked them to share why did they like that song? Why did they pick it? It shouldn't be random. It should be very much thought out. When you are feeling those things, go to that playlist. Make that playlist be yours. Include music of a variety of genres if that's applicable to you, and always go to it. Spend time with your family. This can be through a call, a video chat, text message, email, or getting a piece of paper and writing a letter to someone. My wife and I just welcomed our daughter, Abigail, during this pandemic. That alone was a very scary experience. But for our daughter's sake, we are still carrying on as much and as best as we can. We are sharing stories and music with her to help her. You can do some similar things like that on the ways I just suggested. Talking to someone, reading a story, telling about a time that you remember when we were all together. Never stop making music. Maybe you are learning an instrument at home. Please, I hope you are singing at home too. And continue to listen to music. I know that there are a variety of symphony orchestras in Michigan that are doing outreach programs currently, whether they are having Zoom meetings and sending in those videos so that we can watch them, or there are duplicate performances that they are rebroadcasting. These are all wonderful ways how to listen to some classical music and enjoy and relax. All of the feelings that we are feeling right now are normal, and it is okay. But what I want you to make sure that you do is make sure that you reach out to a family member, friend, doctor, or other trusted adult if there are feelings that you want to share. We have to get through this together, and I think music and being with each other in whatever ways possible is how we can do this. I hope that you are continuing to practice your choral skills so when you get back to Mrs. Powell's choir class, we can be stronger than ever. I hope you and your families are doing well and taking care of yourselves. I would encourage you and invite you to share any comments or questions that you have to Mrs. Powell, and she will direct them to me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Take care and go Big Reds.